TCG Meta Slayer. What's up, guys? I want to do a quick deck tech and video here on the new Broly from Fighter's Ambition. This is, of course, the superhero Broly, the one from the movie. And booyah! Take a look at that. Awesome. So basically, I helped my nephew Mikey88 build this deck, and he's doing a great job playing it. It's definitely super powerful. I definitely want to bring some light to it as one of the first decks simply because it's new. And I think it's underrated because it is a complete package. And I mean that from both a casual and competitive standpoint. Like, you basically get to do everything this game has to offer for the most part. You get to do it well. And thematically, this really feels like you're playing this unstoppable force known as the legendary Saiyan Broly, aka the ultimate Saiyan. So this isn't the exact count. I mean, I got the full deck here, but I just want to give you guys a brief overview and then maybe you can tweak it yourselves. I like to kind of give you guys the leeway instead of just like net decking. Plus, you know, things change. Things will be tweaked as, you know, more battles are fought against newer decks or different kinds of decks. Because again, this deck has been played against a lot of meta decks and a lot of like rogue decks. But again, there's just so much cool stuff out there, guys. We really need to keep seeing a variety of Dragon Ball. So quickly, I want to say for the Z deck, though, let's start with that. Cool thing is you got to have the Z Awaken leader. And again, I won't go into super details with all these cards. I'll go through them one by one and just briefly talk about them. And then you can, of course, you know, look them up and add them as you like. The new Broly red and green Z battle card from the 5th anniversary set is awesome. It can also be used possibly in the red Broly Z, the Dragon Ball Z one from Saiyan Showdown. I'm going to be experimenting with that. Should bring you a deck tech soon. But again, 2 of these is great. Has a cool power for sure. You can make them discard or you can KO a battle card. So there's a lot of KO power in this deck. And then we got 2 Chilais right now and 2 Limos. You could probably switch these to 1-ofs if you want to grab another one or something. But of course, there's also like a Jiren. We want to end up putting a Jiren. We don't have one in here yet. But got him in some other decks. But definitely use the Jiren Z battle card here that can help you attack unisons for sure. And then the Chilai, the Limo, just help you with the extra cards. And this one can help you get a Dragon Ball, but basically you just want to use the top 7 if you really are running low on extra cards or you want to get like a negate or a counter, then you'll play a Chilai. So that is the gist of the Z deck for now. For the combos, we're running Supreme Kai. It's actually a good idea to run maybe 2 or 3 copies of this, but you definitely want at least 1. Because your leader, once he's Z-Awakened especially, is so powerful. So let me just quickly break it down for you guys. I'm a little bit ahead of myself here. But the way the Broly deck plays is you put a lot of extra cards underneath him, which you can then play, which most of them are counters. So this deck is so robust. It has super, you know, offense and super defense. You feel like you're attacking this like, you know, like unbeatable, you know, force, which like you get that feeling from when you watch the movie. So the reason why I say he's also an offensive powerhouse is because when you start stacking, and believe me, you're gonna stack like 10 plus extra cards underneath him. You can take those extra cards, as you can see here, activate battle. You can place as many of them as you want from under your Broly cards, not just him, but if you place them under some of the other cards you'll see later, you can give him 5,000 combo power. So what he lacks in combo power from battle cards, he basically stores underneath himself to get like, you know, 40, 50, 60, 70,000 combo power, especially late game. It's ridiculous. So you'll definitely want to go in, and if he does not get negated, and it's your chance to play this for the win, combo like crazy, and that is super powerful. So again, this guy can build a lot of pressure. You know, scary, you definitely want to usually try to negate, and especially when he gets the Awakened Might and starts to power himself up some more. Very, very scary. Now, the Vegeta Lone Prince, one of my favorite green super combos. I barely see people use it actually nowadays, but it's great because it can still, you know, draw you a card. And it also has the extra ability of making your opponent discard one. I mean, that's incredible, right? That's like super good card advantage. And this is what green is known for. Green is known for card advantage as far as like attacking your opponent's hand and making them discard. Super cool. So I'll run 4 of these for sure. And then we'll go here, some other tech. This came out, like a lot of these villainous cards came out and are also playable in the appropriate decks. So this villainous threat Broly is a monster. It has dual attack and basically Although it costs 5, you can activate main plate for 2 if your opponent has 2 or more energy, and there are 6 more cards under your Broly, which again, totally made for this deck. You'll get to 6 super easily with this. He comes out on turn 2, turn 3, and whenever he attacks twice, right, a turn, he can basically KO an opponent's battle card without barrier. So that's, again, a lot of pressure, which you can also then translate to the Hidden Power East Kai. So don't sleep on this card. Bestial Rage is pretty cool too. This is almost like a mini Overwhelm because you can play it for 1 if you have 4 more extras. And then it says here, though, plus 10,000 power, but it goes to your drop, and you can add a green extra card from your drop to your Z energy. So this deck also builds Z energy with the extra cards. So really cool. It gives you, lets you draw a card, and then again, gives you like an offensive attack. It lets you get Z energy charge, and, it's just beneficial for this deck. Bio Brawly, Villainous Threat, another cool card. It's good for offensive pressure, or you can just charge it. That's what's great about this game. Definitely feels like it's from the OVA/OAV, the movie, I'm sorry, when, Baby Trunks and young Goten fought the clone of Broly, the Z Broly from DBZ. So really cool. Again, dual attack, 20,000 for 3 is great because also once per turn, when it gets KO'd, it comes right back. So they got to KO it twice. Either they attack it twice or attack it, do a skill to remove it, or use a skill twice. But yeah, this can just quickly stick around on the board and just keep giving you that extra pressure of 2 damage per turn, which, believe me, is nothing to scoff at. Paragus, super great. You need this card for sure. And basically what this lets you do, every time you play it, you get to look through your deck, top 7, put an extra card underneath, which is what also the leader does. Whenever the leader attacks top cards, what is it here? Place up to 1. Oh, when he's not awakened yet, sorry. When he's still in this mode right here, top 7. But anyways, just what you want to do is you want to use these abilities and keep stacking negates and other utility extras underneath your leader so you can use them. And then the cool thing is, after you play him, you activate main, you send him to your warp. He comes back next turn, does it for free. So unless your opponent can somehow, counterplay this or something, or hit it with a skill to remove it before it goes to the warp or something, then it's going to just keep on giving you so much card advantage. Fortunately, you can only do limit 1, so you can't play 2 of them. If you play 2 of them in 1 turn, only 1 can be sent to the warp. The other one would stick around and, can still be used if 1 gets removed. But just remember that you can only send 1 back to the warp. Let's go through these really quick. Right here, we have the Control Rings Restraint. Again, super thematic from the movie. It's great. Basically, just lets you take a green extra card, and then from under your leader. Oh yeah, so it just lets you charge an extra card to the Z energy and draw, so it helps you cycle. It's free. Cunning Murder, again, super thematic. You play this to just kill the Paragus permanently, just like in the movie. And then essentially what you do then is you can choose one of your green Paragus and negate skill. Then you can get top 7, then you can get 2 green extra cards. So if if you're running low on negates or something, or you want to start to build up combo power, and you're afraid that this guy's going to get stopped, or you're trying to go in for that win turn, then yeah, you're going to want a Cunning Murder and grab 2 more cards. Again, such amazing card advantage there. Okay, now over here we have True Power Awakened. This looks awesome. Basically another utility extra card, and what's going to help you do is it's going to, you're going to play this by discarding 2 cards from your hand, or you can make your opponent discard 2 cards from their hand, or if they don't, their activate mains in their hand and battle area is increased by 1. So again, if your opponent is, this is great to have in the deck because you can energize it, or if your opponent starts to, have a deck that requires a lot of abilities to activate main, or play cards activate main from your hand, this could prove to be a nuisance and really slow them down and hurt them. So got to have that in there for sure. Let's go down here really quick now. We have Out of Control Power, another great utility card. Basically what this lets you do is this lets you kind of destroy the enemy's battle cards if they're trying to overwhelm you or try to flood you out and like rush you with a lot of battle cards that are usually like lower energy and don't have a ton of battle power. Because what you can do then is you can choose one of your cards and then basically KO all of your opponent's battle cards that have less than the power. So, or equal to even. And you can choose a leader or a battle card, just not a unison. All right, Homicidal Clones, just gotta say, must have automatically include in any green deck. Every deck should have a counterattack negate / blocker token. All right, more theme right here. We got Chilai's A, training with Ba. We all know how Chilai, you know, has maybe a little bit of a crush, or, you know, she really empathizes with Broly. And basically what you can do here is you can basically just use this as a free combo. So never bad, again, to have, because you can always grab it and search it. You know, even though you can just use it as a combo from his power, it's nice because you can choose one of your green Broly cards, not just your leader. So maybe you want to protect the battle card like your Villainous Threat or something, or your Bio Broly, then this comes in handy for sure. Trading with Ba, again, super thematic. Again, this is one of the cool parts and, you know, memorable and like kind of heartwarming parts here for Broly when he's training with Ba, becomes his only friend. And then he gets saddened by his loss, obviously, which is why he wears the fur after Paragus, you know, abuses him basically. But this is great. This is the counterattack. One of them that you're talking about here with, that I'm talking about with permanent. You could play from underneath your leader, and it only costs 1. And then after you negate, it goes to the Z energy. So perfect. Then here we go, wishing to end the battle. This is the climactic finish to the movie. Great end again with Chilai here helping out. And saving Broly before he gets, you know, destroyed by SS Blue Gogeta. So she makes the wish with the Dragon Ball, and basically what you do here is you get a counterattack, and then you get the term Floodgate, which means your opponent can only attack 2 more times a turn. So again, if they're trying to overwhelm you with like 4, 5, 6 different attacks, then, you know, hopefully you can turn the tide and survive by just making it so that they can only attack 2 more times after negating. So awesome card. Again, complete package, right? So there you guys go here. And then we finish off with the last 2, the Dark Broly and the Super Saiyan Broly Full Power Frenzy. Man, the SPR looks awesome. And then, of course, this is probably one of Green's most powerful unisons. Very flexible. It can remove markers. It can make your opponent choose one of their battle cards to discard, and it can even make them discard. So a must-have. It's great that it fits in with a theme. You know, obviously it's a Xenoverse Broly, but it's just awesome to have a Broly unison in the deck. And then finally, this is the big guy. One of your big super strong attackers. Triple strike. Could be a game ender or just like incredible amount of pressure to win in like, you know, 1 or 2 more turns. Doesn't have barriers, so it's still vulnerable, which is, you know, it's fine. But cool thing is it kind of has a little bit of a limited invincibility at least one time, because when you play him, you get to take up to 7 extra cards from your leader. And then if you put underneath him, you can help save him, because it says here, if it would leave your battle area in any way, shape, or form, you can remove 5 extra cards underneath to prevent that effect. So essentially you get 1 extra, you know, invincibility, I guess, a nullifier, right? So whether they try to put you at the bottom of the deck, send you the warp, KO you, send you to the hand, that's all like basically requiring you to leave the battle area, which will activate his permanent. But there you guys go. Again, this deck, man, give it a try if you haven't already, especially if you like Broly in the superhero movie, one of the greatest action animes of all time, undeniably. And again, the deck feels super thematic. You feel like the Super Saiyan, the legendary Super Saiyan, Ultimate Super Saiyan, with so much like overwhelming power. You're going through your deck, you're stacking up extra cards. You have all these negates, so you feel invincible. And then you have ways to, like, you know, slow them down, destroy all their battle cards, and just do some relentless attacking here and KOing battle cards. It's just amazing, guys. So thanks so much for hanging out and checking it out, guys. Let me know in the comments below what kind of tweaks you're doing to this deck. And basically, yeah, don't forget, keep your faith, say prayers, spread that love, be positive, be thankful. We'll be coming back at you. Peace.